Welcome back inside of Goldfarb Gymnasium on the campus of Johns Hopkins University for an NCAA Division III men's basketball tournament first round matchup between the hosts, the number 6 Johns Hopkins Blue Jays, and the Penn State Harrisburg Lions. The Blue Jays coming in 24-3, 16-2 in the Centennial, and the Centennial Conference Tournament champions knocking off then unbeaten and number 1 Swarthmore in the championship game last Saturday. For Penn State Harrisburg, 20-7, 14-2 in the NEAC this year, and they had to go to overtime to get it done, but they defeated Lancaster Bible 76-69 in OT last Saturday in their conference championship game to get the automatic bid to this year's NCAA tournament, their first ever tournament appearance. Just about set to go from Goldfarb Gymnasium. And Jeff, obviously the hosts are usually going to be a team you feel is favored, but Penn State Harrisburg, they've got a lot of offensive firepower. They average almost 83 points per game, and they can score the basketball. We'll see if they can stop Hopkins, but if they can shoot it well, they have a chance to pull the upset today.
Yeah, and the thing that really does it for them is their depth.
And there's your 3 right there to start it from the freshman Nate Curry.
That's something you're going to see a lot of here in this game, over 20 or at 25 threes a game.
And on the other end, 3 goes for Tom Quarry. Obviously, he was still a second-team all-conference performer, still averaged on the year almost 13 points per game, but in reality, he did not shoot the ball nearly as well in those final 15 games. Connor Delaney this week named the Centennial Conference Player of the Year as Bartlett tries a 3 and hits. Ethan Bartlett from deep.
And Daniel's even more well known for his defensive capabilities.
Delaney to the rim, scoops it up and in. Starter early in the year, now coming off the bench. Baylor Carroll kicks to Rodriguez in the corner, and he knocks down a 3.
And if you're going to let him set up in the corner like that, he can shoot it from deep. If he's able to get going like you said, he can really knock him down in a hurry.
And a fadeaway jumper from Nate Curry is going to go down. Three early in the second half pretty often, as there's a foul and a 3 goes for Danye Baylor Carroll.
Yeah, and Kern slipped and lost him a little bit, and trying to recover a little bit too quickly, just clipped the leg of Danye Baylor Carroll as he went up for that 3-pointer.
And he's a guy that's going to get his. You just don't want him to get too much. It kind of makes you think about our first game today between WPI and Yeshiva. And Yeshiva's Ryan Terrell averages 23 points per game. He's going to get his, but you can't let him get 41.
He got his all right.
Yeah, you can't let him get 41. The rebound falls off the rim there. That was the first game all season he had not appeared in. Rodriguez tries a 3, and he's got a couple of long balls today.
I told you he can shoot it.
Pedro Rodriguez, the sophomore. Eight to shoot. Rodriguez again. He's feeling it. Pedro Rodriguez, just a 30% three-point shooter, hit his first 3 shots from deep. They go to the corner for Kern. He'll try a 3. A lot of offense early in this one.
Both of these teams can shoot it from deep, and both of these teams are hitting from deep in this one. Delaney is so good at finding open players when he gets into spots that it doesn't look like he should be able to get out of.
Dylan Daniels scores inside and puts the Nittany Lions back on top by 1. Gregory Scott, kick to the corner. Baylor Carroll for 3. This guy's good. This guy's really good. If you're a fan of basketball in the Northeast in the Division I level, you might recognize Friday from his D1 head coaching job as that jumper goes down from Asalu. Quarry feeling it. Got it. Tom Quarry, don't let him get hot. He gives the Blue Jays back the lead. The only guy in foul trouble is James with 2, as that was almost an over and back, and they don't get the steal, and it turns into an easy bucket for Daniels, who's back in the game with a 2 personals. As Johnson threw it away. Baylor Carroll, he almost turned it over again. Been a little bit of an issue for him early in this one, but a 3 goes down as he gets the ball back and puts his team back on top. Baylor Carroll hits again. He's one of the best at sharing the basketball in the country. Baylor Carroll went down, and then a layup goes, plus the foul for Clinton Asalu.
And it'll be interesting to see how they continue to attack this zone.
Tough shot goes for Nate Curry, and the Lions lead is 8.
Those two are different. Those were both good shots, both open shots. It just didn't fall.
Baylor Carroll gets his own rebound and scores. Gone cold all of a sudden offensively against this Nittany Lions zone. Delaney tries a 3 and hits. Needed that one. You go to the Player of the Year in the Centennial Conference. Right now, the underdog is trying to play Cinderella. A 40-33 halftime lead for Penn State Harrisburg over the host and number 6 ranked Johns Hopkins Blue Jays.
There's not quite enough English put on that one to spin it back.
Daniel's going to try a 3. Why not? The big guy knocks it down. Just his 4th 3-pointer made on the season in 15 attempts. Delaney, Quarry, open, 3, yes! Tom Quarry's got 16, and the lead is back down to 5. 40% from 3 on the year, 5th best in the conference, but still looking to knock one down. Daniels will try again. Oh, he's feeling it. He had 3 made 3s come into the game. He's got 2 in the second half. Corner area, locker room area of the gym now as he's getting checked out. Braden Johnson, though, hits a 3 out of that timeout. The first long ball for Johnson today, the sophomore out of Oakton, Virginia.
That's going to be huge to pick up for the slack that really is almost impossible to match from what Connor Delaney brings.
Gregory Scott goes in, gets fouled, and he'll get 2 shots at the free throw line. Hey, Bob. Nake, O'Neal, extra pass to Kern, hits the 3.
It's beautiful basketball right there. Just great ball movement, smart play by the senior Harry O'Neal.
Shackney, O'Neal, extra pass, Bartlett, and 1. Ethan Bartlett with a strong finish. He gets the hoop and the harm.
They're seeing the right passes against this zone, but if you make a high pass or a low pass or one that you can't quickly make that next pass.
Going for the tie. Daniels running the floor, almost threw it away. Baylor Carroll hits a 3.
There's almost nothing you can do against that.
As now Curry, he's a great shooter, but we haven't seen too much of him offensively. Baylor Carroll hits again. He's on fire. And a timeout called by Don Friday. Hopkins on upset alert.
Not every bucket is going to come through a perfect play or through set organization.
That was a perfect play, and Quarry rattles it home. Back to a 1-point game again.
And if somebody's going to be the guy to do it, I think it's that guy right there. Even though we still have a media timeout left, that Don Friday only has 1 timeout left with 6 to play.
Bartlett got it, and the Blue Jays are back on top. Ethan Bartlett fired up. First lead for the Jays since 30-27 back in the first half.
And to see what they can come up with here.
Ethan Bartlett stepping in and filling that hole right now. He's got 20 in the lead at 6.
We talked about what they needed to do to fill the holes around him, and well, that's going to work.
Oh, unfortunate for the Blue Jays. It's a tough break as Curry gets a 2, and he gets the roll as they stop a 15-0 Blue Jay run. that bucket from Curry. He's got 13.
And those 2 points feel free, and they feel huge.
Instead, Rodriguez, and again, Penn State Harrisburg, they've gone a little cold lately. Baylor Carroll pulls up, got the three. Needed that one, and it's back to a 3-point game with now just over 2 minutes remaining. Penn State Harrisburg can tie if they go for the three. Instead, they'll try the old-fashioned way. Baylor Carroll plus the foul. He can tie it at the line. And Baylor Carroll, a 78% free throw shooter, to tie the game right here. He's 1 for 1 at the line tonight. And it rims home.
Now we get to see who's going to be the closer, or rather who's going to be the guy to take the big shots down the stretch.
And for that one, it's Carson James. He gives the Blue Jays the lead, and Josh Leffler calls timeout. He's got one remaining. Needs to get this second one, and he does. Extends it to a 3-point Blue Jay lead, but still just one possession. You got to think this guy, Danye Baylor Carroll, with 24 points, is going to take the shot here.
Should I be like every other analyst and tell you don't need the three yet?
You can do that.
I won't.
Carson James on him, stepping back, 4-3, got fouled, missed the shot, but he's going to get 3 free throws.
Well, and it's interesting because that was a big point of contention this year, is that rule change with the legs kicking out becoming an offensive foul.
So he gets the first one, needs all 3 to tie it. On the night, he's now 3 for 3 on the season, 78%. That was good for 5th best in the NEAC. The sophomore out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Conference Player of the Year in the NEAC, and one more will tie it as O'Neal enters for Nake. So the shot clock will be on if he does make this and the Blue Jays get the ball with the game tied. And they can't take the last shot.
And the thing and the benefit of Penn State Harrisburg also, they only have 4 fouls. So if they get beat, they can grab and foul and make sure that Johns Hopkins has to work for whatever they get on this end.
He hits all 3, and we're tied again at 73. Scott will inbound. Looking for Daniels. Instead, Baylor Carroll. Baylor Carroll for the win. It rims out, tip no good, and we're headed to overtime at Goldfarb Gymnasium. James gives off to O'Neal, to the corner for Quarry. Got his man in the air, went to the rim and laid it in. Blue Jays on top. They score first in this extra period of basketball.
And once again, it's elite anticipation from Dylan Daniels.
Baylor Carroll inside, Quarry fouled him, and the bucket's good. Kern, cross-court pass, Bartlett, 3. It's long, Quarry reaching, and it's tipped around. Baylor Carroll's got it. He pokes it ahead, and Rodriguez gives the Nittany Lions a 2-point lead. One of the 2 seniors on this team, the 4th-year man out of Lexington, Massachusetts. Baylor Carroll covered by James. He's going to be shooting, you got to think, on pretty much every possession. Puts the crossover, moves on, pulls up for 3, got it.
It's just good defense. You had a great hedge by Nake. Carson James picked him back up, but Danye Baylor Carroll, you could guard him as close as you want. He's going to make it. Whether it's a 2 or a 3, they can get away with. They just need a bucket on this possession.
James inside, got fouled, plus the bucket. Carson James doing it for his buddy Connor Delaney. And a big free throw coming here.
Get the bucket to go and have a chance at the free throw line to make it 3. Just got to give credit to the freshman.
Gets the free throw. He's 2 for 3 on the night now. And it's back to a 2-point game. They go into Carson James out of the timeout. James to his right. Turns around. O'Neal, he's got a 3. And it won't fall. Quarry going in for the rebound. He's got it. Bartlett goes up. And it goes. We're tied at 80. Get his team to the second round. They'll get it into Rodriguez, and he gets it right to his point guard, Baylor Carroll. Remember, 4-second difference between game and shot clock. Carson James will defend. Baylor Carroll stepping back on James. And he got it. 6 seconds remaining. 3-point lead for Harrisburg. James the other way. James shoots. Got it! He got it! Carson James sends us to double overtime. What a game in Baltimore. You're not going to see a better game in college hoops this season.
Game of the year. I mean, this is just unbelievably high-level basketball on both ends.
The Nittany Lions will start with it in the second overtime. Connor Newcomb, Jeff Jezewski, HopTV. We're tied at 83. This has been unbelievable from Goldfarb Gymnasium.
I feel like this game's taking years off of my life just sitting here.
This guy can't miss. Danye Baylor-Carroll has 38, a new career high for the sophomore guard out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. James, you just got to deny the three if you're Carson James. Bartlett switches onto him, and there's a foul.
Danye Baylor-Carroll.
He's going to get 2 free throws where he's knocked them down tonight. Good at the line as well, 1-1. Hits the first, makes it a 2-possession game. He's now 6 for 7 at the free throw line in this one. 39 points for Baylor-Carroll. Continues to extend his career high. I mean, early in this game, he made it 17 straight games in double figures. This is his 4th 30-point game, and now his first 40-point game of his career. It surpasses Connor Delaney's shot at this point from last Saturday.
It's up there.
As he gets 1 of 2, and it's a 4-point game. First point of OT for the Blue Jays. Hopkins is best served when Baylor-Carroll doesn't have the ball, as Scott got blocked, and somehow Rodriguez got it. Baylor-Carroll open. He's fouled, and he'll get 3 more free throws. It's just a rebound that the Blue Jays had to have. And he can make this one really tough if he hits all 3 free throws as he knocks down the first one. And now the Blue Jays into the double bonus. That was the 10th team foul right there. And it was the 3rd on Harry O'Neal. Really tough down the stretch for the Jays here. Baylor-Carroll has got the first 2 as Quarry re-enters. Hopkins going basically with 5 guards right now.
You take Daniel.
Kind of have to. 2:34 to play, potentially down 7.
Baylor-Carroll. He's already surpassed what Terrell did earlier. He's got 43. Bartlett to the rim. Easy layup for him, and he gets it to go. 2 minutes left, down 5. They double the ball. Baylor-Carroll finds the wide open man. And then you need a stop.
It's going to be hard to do with the way Baylor-Carroll is playing.
He gets 2 out of 3. It's back to a 5-point game, 1:43 remaining. Now you just play it out defensively. He kicks for a jumper. It's good. Could that be the dagger for Nate Curry? Back to a 7-point lead. James Johnson got to have it. No good. Rebound. 3. No. Harrisburg's got the rebound. A foul on Johnson, and that could do it from Goldfarb Gymnasium. What an upset this would be in Baltimore. Penn State Harrisburg's first ever NCAA Tournament game on the road against the number 6 team in the country. Now, it's a big upset, but you have to remember the caveat in this game. Hopkins has played essentially the entire second half and all of the 2 overtime periods without their leading scorer, Connor Delaney, who on the season averaging almost 18 points per game, the Centennial Conference Player of the Year, the man who hit the shot last week at the buzzer to take down undefeated #1 Swarthmore and win the conference title. He goes out with that injury early in the second half, and it was determined he would not return, and Hopkins has sorely missed him as the lead is 9.
You know, listen, you got to give credit where credit's due. What an offensive performance by this Penn State Harrisburg team.
But Quarry hits, and it's not over yet. They're going to go deep. They'll throw it deep, and Scott came up with it, and he laid it in. James driving, banks it home. Back to a 6-point game as Carson James hits. They'll go up the floor again. It's Curry. He'll lay it in. Penn State Harrisburg is going to come in here and pull one of the biggest upsets of the tournament against the 6th-ranked team in the country as they foul Scott with 24.8 to play.
It was just too much to try to match buckets with what Baylor Carroll has done in this game. I mean, Johns Hopkins been great on offense. They have 93 points in this game, but what he did for this Penn State Harrisburg team on the offensive end has been nothing short of amazing.
Scott at the line, he gets 1 out of 2. The lead is 9 as Carson James just fouled out for the Blue Jays, and his day ends as he's going to go out the Quarry. Crazy shot, it goes. Tom Quarry cuts it to 6. He's got 31. As Curry will lay it in. But for Carson James, he hit that crazy shot at the end of overtime just to get us to double OT. Bartlett no good on a 3. Daniels rebounds. And Penn State Harrisburg has come into Goldfarb Gymnasium, pulled off a shocker in the first round of the NCAA Tournament. 104-96, they win it in double overtime over the 6th-ranked and the host, the Johns Hopkins Blue Jays. And the star of the day, 45 points, a career high for Danye Baylor Carroll as he gets his team to the 2nd round. They win their first ever tournament game in their first ever tournament appearance for the Penn State Harrisburg Nittany Lions. The man of the hour, and Danye, first of all, you know, obviously in the first half you got yours, but you were cooking in the second half. Have you ever felt like that with your shot, a career high 45 there?
Yes, I just tried to stay confident, and my team just kept telling me when I was shooting like pretty bad in the first half, like I don't shoot that way, and they just kept telling me keep my head up. We're gonna need you. It's gonna start falling. So I just believed in them.
So you hit the shot at the end of overtime. Carson James hits it on the other end. How did you guys regroup and say, hey, they just got that shot, but we still got 5 more minutes of basketball to play?
I feel like we just was battle tested. We was ready for any situation. Our last game that we had before we had this game, we went into overtime too. So we just keep that overtime mentality. We feel like if you give us 5 more minutes for any team around, that we can just stay in there and battle.
And how does it feel to be part of the first ever Penn State Harrisburg team to win a game in the NCAA tournament?
Oh, it feels great. We don't expect nothing less, and we really want to push ourselves. We want to make a difference in this tournament and really shock a lot of people.
Well, thanks, Danye. Congrats on the great performance, 45 points, and good luck tomorrow night against Yeshiva.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That was Danye Baylor Carroll with 45 points, a career high for the sophomore, as Penn State Harrisburg pulls the upset win over Hopkins, 104-96. A Cinderella story. Penn State Harrisburg takes down Hopkins